Look over in chat, the first thing I see is a no, not this game. You don't want to see the end? Really? We've spent so much time with it already. We can't just leave it unfinished. What kind of gamer would I be if I started a game and didn't finish it, alright? Plus, I didn't feel like spending new money on a new game to play. Gotta save some of that, you know? We got new stuff coming out soon. I gotta, like, build up my money. I'm accusing you. Look, I'll do my best to make you entertained regardless of the game I'm playing, alright? I mean, there's worse choices, you realize. You're accusing me of, what, choosing to play a game I own? I mean, accuse away, sir. Accuse away. I'm guilty as charged. What's up, Doctor? How you doing? Why is this game bad? It's not. It's a little bit too long for what the gameplay offers. I mean, it's got some solid ideas here and there. It just, it's hard to pin down exactly why it's not the greatest. Just kind of adequate. But generally, it should have already been finished by now. It's kind of like dragging out a little bit longer than it needs to be. It's one of those like European developed games. You know, that should tell you a lot right there. One of those like it's not really Euro jank, it's Euro dev, and you know they like make it a bit longer than it needs to be because they don't realize pacing is important. Also, for some reason, this game, when it does not like my audio setup, I can always hear like feedback whenever I turn the game on. That isn't there when I'm playing other games. I don't know if you guys hear that or not. You guys hear like it's like a tone in the background whenever I'm start talking. Doing alright, recovered from COVID last week. Hit the home gym today. Did 135 on bench for sets 20, 15, 12, 10, 8, and 8. Hey, nice, man. I use what I do instead of like reducing the number of reps per set is I just reduce the weight and do the same amount of reps. So I'll start off with like, currently I'm repping, what is it, 160 on the bench, and then after I do like 30 of that, I take it down by about 10 pounds increments each time till I get down to around just 80 or so pounds. But hey, there's different ways of doing it. Your way is perfectly fine. Hey Dart, do you have energy for Soulstice? Fair play to you. Yeah, I mean I got energy for something, and I didn't feel like buying another game. It's like, yo, I want to buy another game when I can just play the one I currently already have. It's like, yeah, I want to play the one I currently have. I don't believe we have, well, like, someone said there's like 25 chapters in this game. I don't know, we're only on chapter 12. Ugh. What's up with that? It's too long. I still don't want to promise I'm going to finish this game, but I want to stream at least one more time. But Dartigan, you have Shenmue in my collection. Shenmue would honestly make for really good streaming material because the game is so odd. I get the feeling when I stream Shenmue, despite it being a really boring game, we'll have a good time with it. Just because, come on. Everyone knows. That game's easy to make fun of. What game will you be streaming next? I don't know. I'm kind of like holding my powder until like all the new releases come out, which is just literally like 2 weeks away. So I don't want to get too deep into something that'll take me multiple streams to play through, because I want to like be fresh for when the holiday releases begin. So I'm just looking for like small stuff to play for the time being. Look for sailors in Shenmue. I barely even know the plot of Shenmue. I just know your father is killed and you're looking for his Chinese assassin kung fu master. Should I know what Shenmue is? I feel like, yeah, I do feel, well, I do feel like you should know about Shenmue at the very least. I mean, that one seems like a, yeah, if you don't at least know of it, definitely, I mean, there was a new Shenmue game. It just came out like a year or two ago. But just because you're not into it and never played it, that's not nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing to be ashamed of. Just shows you that you're Zoomer trash. Not trash, just Zoomer. Let me send off this Discord. I wonder if people care less about Inscription or this game. Maybe that's what we should be looking into tonight. Which one did people care less about me playing? Even though Inscription was really good. Why is Shenmue so loved? It's not exactly loved. It's got its hardcore fan base, but it's a niche fan base. Most people have never really been into Shenmue because it's kind of hard to like it. At least the first one was, I know. And I've heard mixed things about the third one. I suppose the second one is the best in the series. I've never played any of them. But it had issues, like it's like the first game I can think of. It really tried to simulate life and like living in the world of the game, because you had to like do side activities and you can like have your home life and you could get a job. You had to like play the game to the game schedule. So it's the first game that I remember that or a big budget game anyways, that gave you that, but that also got in the way of enjoying it at times. Always see Shenmue in greatest games of all time. I mean, it's really just a fighting game attached to like a walking simulator, if you want to put it that way. It's like you walk around town, you like talk to people, then every once in a while you get into like a straight up fighting game. Shenmue 1 was the best in my opinion. 2 was good if you like that sort of game. 3 was just old. Description had cool gameplay, interesting story, and a full RNG. This is indie gender flip Berserk. I've come to the feeling this is more straight up a copy of Claymore than Berserk. The only thing Berserk-like in it is the big sword, which is something Claymore had as well. How am I, Darty? I'm pretty good, you know. My shoulder's a little sore. I think where I was doing like side dips, well not side dips, but side dips I guess, a few days ago, and I used a different position for my arm. I maybe like pulled a muscle there or something. But I still did my 40 pull-ups today. I turned 36 later in precisely 2 weeks. Hello, age depression. Why? No, that's a good age, man. People really need to stop trying to make themselves feel bad because they have a birthday. I try to tell everyone, like, why are you depressing yourself over this? There's too much ageism out there, chat. Everyone's like, oh, well, time to hate myself for no good reason. We need to make a stand. It's not right. Not right at all. Especially if you're taking good care of yourself. Been hating myself for other reasons? Well, I can't help you with that one, but at least I feel like the only person who hates you for aging is usually yourself. No one else really gives a shit or really cares, so why be the only one to do it for yourself? Do it to yourself. But got Biomutant on sale yesterday. I heard that game wasn't very good. Happy birthday to someone, I guess. Don't know who just got here. It's Doctor's, and it's not his birthday, it's still 2 weeks away. You still got some time. Still get that, scratch some of those things off your bucket list. Claymore deserves a remake. Well, you can always read the original fiction was the manga, which was pretty solid. Was the anime not good, or did the anime only cover like one? Yeah, the anime only got one season, didn't it? It didn't finish the entire story. Already done most things on the bucket list. The only thing to visit the West Coast and go skydiving. Well, today, this or next year, you should do the skydiving one at the very least. Why does everyone put skydiving on their bucket list for? I've never understood the desire. Like, yeah, I want to hurl myself out of a plane. I don't know. For some reason, that's on a lot of people's bucket list. Anime barely scrape the manga. I never really watched the anime of it, but I knew it existed. So it only got like one season. I guess it didn't do very well. Checked out during chat. You clocked out? Oh, no, you checked out, clocked out. It's getting over my fear of heights. Oh, well, I suppose, well, I wonder if that's why the rest of people do it. They have a fear of heights or something. And I don't, would that even help you? I wonder. I don't know. I will never go skydiving or bungee jumping. I mean, I got nothing against it. It just isn't any. It's never really been an interest of mine. Did you hear the story about PayPal wanting to fine people $2,500 for what they considered misinformation? That when people complain, they pulled back. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Everyone's being driven a little bit crazy these days by the internet because no one knows what to do with it or how to handle anything. Besides, because you can't just like not be on the internet now. You can't just like not have social media accounts. So what do you do when people you don't like try to talk to you? Well, you seek retribution. Look, I'm not gonna pretend like I can diagnose the problem here. It's very complex. A lot of people, everyone's on the internet these days. Not everyone can handle the stuff you find on the internet very well. Is one of the parts of it, but yeah. I'm glad they didn't go through that though. That'd have been a bit that'd been hard to like do that properly without fucking things up. You're acrophobic, fear of heights. If I'm a skydiving, bungee jumping, something seriously wrong. I feel like if I was want to do heights, I would do something like a zip line instead. I feel a bit more secure since I'm actually attached to something, and you can actually keep your eyes open there the entire time of it. PayPal would just design on their own. Yeah, I don't know how they would have figured that would have worked. I don't know how they would even monitor that. Which means they'd more likely wait for people to report it, and that always gives you like the window of abuse. Because I can tell you about how fun it is living under always the potential of someone not liking you and abusing a website's content moderation. It's like, oh, I don't like what he said about my favorite video game. Let me just report him. Got on top of the Empire State Building when I was a kid, back when you can actually do that. Oh, you can't do that anymore? That sucks. No more fun things. No more fun. So, I mean, is my controller working? Yeah, it is. What was I doing last time in this game, by the way? I think I just, like, unlocked my second Devil Trigger, which is like the Berserk mode. And then we fought that guy that's, you know, just like us, and we beat him. And then he's like, okay, going ahead. You know, yeah, okay, that's what we did last. I had to remind myself. Fought Donovan. No, yeah, that was his name. Donovan. So, I wonder how much, like I said, I've heard, someone said last time there's like 25 chapters in this game, and we're only on chapter 12. I'm hoping a lot of chapters get shorter. Because we're not even halfway through if it's 25 chapters. I feel like I've done a lot in this game already. Some of the chapters are shorter. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, because it doesn't feel like there's enough to really justify that kind of length. Hopefully all the audio is good, chat. The game audio you can hear, and also hopefully I sound alright. Still trying to make sure I got all my settings right on my new piece of audio equipment. Hope you get better soon. You kidding? When I work for Skeleton Crew, so it's death march shifts for me. I have no such thing as a break. Damn it, I'm sorry. Is this warehouse work by any chance? I always forget this isn't a loading screen. I have to press A to continue. Oh yeah, so we fought Donovan last time. Yeah, memorize my controls here. Yeah. Good. Is A Plague's Tale is the next new release? Yes. I believe that's the first one to come out. I think that comes out next week, actually. But I probably won't be doing a video on it right away, because I probably want to hit COD first. I gotta like focus on the views during the holiday, because that's when you get the most views. And the games I'll get it. So it's probably gonna be COD, followed by God of War Ragnarok for me, and then the Callisto Protocol. Then after that I'll get back to some of the other games I wanted to, like Batman Knights, or Gotham Knights, whatever it's called. Then also maybe Telltale Borderlands, Tales from the, I always kind of want to call it Telltale's Borderlands, but no, Tales from the Borderlands. And then, you know, the rat game. COD, Call of Duty. You never heard of it? So which way am I going? Up the stairs here? I think I'm going this way. Squalls, Callisto Protocol. Yeah, Callisto Protocol. Ooh, what up? The game is looking pretty good though. Is anyone? I'm kind of like, it's kind of weird. We're getting that game and we're getting the Dead Space remake just a month later. I'm wondering how the old Dead Space is going to stack up to like the new Dead Space. It's going to be an interesting showdown. I didn't want to fall off. Fuck.
We should focus on the mission.
Yeah, I'm aware.
You need all the help you can get, but don't we all?
Don't know why, but every time I hear COD, I think of, well, you should. It was, for centuries, that was what the word COD would, stir in the mind. It's only in the more, like, the last decade that everyone's, COD, oh, the game. We need to make this a new institution, chat. Can someone, like, take on the word, like, salmon? Like, make it the acronym, a really long acronym title. So people had to, like, say, hey, man, you played the latest salmon. Just the dumbest shit, I know, but why not? Let's have some fun with words again. So when is COD releasing? Like, in a week and a half, I think. It's releasing on the same day as, like, Scorn and, Gotham Knights, so it's a packed day that day. Or no, wait, actually, no. COD, actually, no, COD leaves a bit less. What? Let me check my calendar again. I'm getting confused now. Hold on a second. Okay, COD release on the 28th. So it's actually about 3 weeks from, exactly 3 weeks from now. But 2 weeks from now, we have Borderland and Gotham and Scorn. Doubt I'll be able to make Scorn into a video, though. Disappointed that Scorn is a puzzle game. Well, I mean, that it's pretty much showed itself to be a puzzle game with a very light amount of combat since it was first shown off.
It is calm as eerie.
Hey. Stars against losing. Money over nothing. Is this poetry? This feels like poetry. I mean, but I think you have 100 bits. But hey, nice poem too. Shooter action, looting, multiplayer online, nitro salmon. There you go. Needs to be a bit more specific though, but you know what? That's probably as close as you can get with the long acronym. You see Disney's video on Overwatch, Donkey's video on Overwatch 2? Is it the one where he just stared at the screen where the Q screen for like 5 minutes? I saw that one. I didn't know if he made another one.
They forged us loot like a weapon. But if that weapon breaks, they will not hesitate
You know what?
to throw it away.
I think I've come across too much manga and anime that where the plot is like we've been made into a weapon, my friend. You know, I think it'd be kind of cool to be made into a weapon. You know, in certain contexts. Why can't you just appreciate what you are? Guest star missed your acronym of salmon? No, I literally mentioned it. Or did you? Oh no, I was Justy's. Oh, stars against losing. Oh, I thought that was poetry. All right, okay, stars against losing, money over nothing. Well, that sounded like poetry or a song title to me. I wasn't entirely sure. You did when you're putting it like that, you don't have to put the periods in there. Periods come after it becomes an acronym. Fuck it, it's an album cover. I mean, it definitely works as what... Ow. Was Guts made into a weapon? Well, he was a war orphan, and he's only known a life of combat, but he's really just, like, very angry and determined to get fucked over like Grivet.
There's no use in looking behind.
So he's not like... He wasn't like... I mean, well, he is essentially a weapon, and he was used as a tool for war. But he's just a dude who has, like, a set of armor. You know, I like a good Euro beat when I'm fighting monsters. So I've watched the first 2 seasons of The Expanse, and I got to say it's pretty legit. How many seasons are there? I've always like thought about reading the books, but then I saw there's like a massive stack of books too, and like, yeah, you know what? Never mind. While Griffith was dressing up in late. Well, I don't know if that's latex. It feels like it's probably a bit stiffer than that. Also, I think it's actually not armor. I think that's just actually his hide in that form. 6 seasons. I didn't know that should have been going on that long. So it's like, I know it's like a hard sci-fi, though it later gets like aliens and stuff in it, I believe, though, right? Maybe not. I shouldn't mention that because it might be spoilers, but I'm not entirely sure. A lot of book fans say the show is great, which is why it's on the Amazon. It's on Amazon, right? I actually could watch that since I do have Amazon Prime. Ow. Couldn't get into it. Could never get over the UN taking over the world. Yeah, that is a bit of a stretch. Going to say that them in what army is a way of putting it.
Lucky, it won't happen again.
Yeah, you have Amazon Prime, Dart. Who gets your Prime sub? It varies. I've given it to a few different people. I think it's usually whoever I'm watching at the time that when I can use it again. It's usually whoever gets it.
Oh no, it's happening.
Sorry, Chet, I've been watching Moist Critical videos on DJ Khalid, goofiest man alive. DJ Khalid, is he in the news again? I always just thought he was like a shitty musician and like music producer. Well, he's a music producer and also makes his own music now, and it's like always bad, right? He just has a lot of rich friends. Don't know who that is. DJ Khalid? I mean, it's not a bad thing not knowing who he is. He's just like, doesn't really matter to anyone's life. He's just big, large music producer. Did you see him play Bob Marley guitar? I did not. I have not seen that. Loves the show of his son, which I respect. I mean, loving his son, I can respect that. I don't know if I was like that famous, like I'd want to like show off my children though. Regenerating crystal overgrowths. Regenerating crystal overgrowths of crimson crystal sprouts that grow back after being shattered. In order to destroy the root, you have to shatter all sprouts. I knew they were going to do something annoying. I just fucking knew they were going to do this eventually. Alright, here's some advice to this developer for the sequel they ever make it. Please, for the love of God, come up with actual puzzles and stop with this. Here's more crystals you gotta shatter shit.
We'll need to be quicker. I pushed it too far. Damn it. We must start again.
Guess I'm supposed to like shoot it? You can't like target that stuff. Did you ever watch Black Clover? Black Clover. I don't think so. It sounds familiar, but I think it's not the right thing. Destroy the top one first. Is that real? Pretty sure you... Okay. Pretty sure like destroying this... Oh, okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. You're excited for Bleach returning. How many episodes is it going to be for them to do that arc? As someone who has read the final arc of Bleach, I say prepare yourself for some real bullshit. I remember just like, oh, what are you doing, Kubo? What are you doing? Huh? What have you been eating recently? Because this is some weird shit. Bleach about to get sturdy. Sturdy? It sounds like new lingo I need to learn. What does it mean to get sturdy? I think I have an idea, because I know what the word sturdy defines as, but sometimes it's a bit more than that. I like this lingo if this is new shit. Man, you need to get sturdy. Maybe the anime can fix it. Well, I'm pretty sure the idea is you animate what is the original work, not just trying to make it better. Makes you feel better. Kubo himself has said the final arc is getting some revisions since he doesn't have Jump breathing over his shoulder, rushing him. Oh, yeah. It's kind of weird how he got fucked over at the end, because that was like one of the most popular series they had going at the time. But I guess it like lost popularity because he just, during that Hell arc, because he kept it going for fucking a decade. And everyone was sick of it. It's like, hey, your last arc is your next arc, wrap it all up. So, here's like the devil. And he's like German for some reason. And, yeah, the Nazi Quincy's or some shit. It was weird. Going to enjoy the 1,000-year war arc, but then Disney fucked us up. Disney? How did Disney screw you up? I didn't know Disney had much to do with anime. No one speaks German, could be an evil man. Well, that's just rude.
It never stops.
Just weren't all the Quincy like they always had like German names, and then like when the bad Quincy showed up, they basically make them dress like Nazi SS officers. It's like, okay, the symbolism is there. Bleach is now being only viewable by Disney. Interesting. Is Disney now getting an anime production? I forget which power I'm using. Is this the demon power or the other one? Oh, this is the non-demon mode. I think. Well, no, never mind. It'd be this. Briar's face looks so stupid when she's in demon mode. Well, it's really taken from the manga Claymore. It's the exact same face. Spiky teeth, reptilian eyes. Basic, like, I have an evil side face. This is the normal devil trigger. Oh yeah, I actually forget how you activate the other one. There's like one that doesn't make your face go all like wonky. Or unless they became, actually did that one turn into that one? I didn't plan you to say this today. think the reason why Disney want anime to stream now is because I think just anime has now become that massively popular in the West. It's no longer like a niche thing that everyone kind of wants an anime. Did you ever think that day would arise, chat? For all you weebs out there? The day when anime now like, well, hey, this is mainstream now. Everybody wants it.
It's like the tag could swallow his whole.
Other one is when you are at low health and activate the double trigger. Oh, yeah.
I won't let go of you.
Well, I know one of them you get from like having like a certain amount of combos to fill up like your like sister bond or some shit. Which I rarely get. I have one of the games these devs have on my Epic Games account. It's Sound Mind. Got it for free. Haven't tried it yet. It's supposed to be an FPS 4 game. So the same def. Kind of where they went from making an FPS 4 to like Devil May Cry inspired action game. Want to see Grimjow again? I think he actually showed up in the arc, didn't he? Did they ever animate that whole Fullbringer shit too? That they had that was right before that. Standing corrected, same publisher, not same developer. They did animate that. So was that like the last season they animated then? Like that was part of like the original anime? Because that's a weird thing to end on. Yeah, that's a really weird season to end that the original anime on, because it's not really fulfilling. It's just like Ichigo gets his power back by fighting a guy who's kind of just like him. What's up, fat lad? How you doing, man? We're talking manga and anime, and it's kind of fitting when you're playing this game, though. But welcome back. Who's the boss this time? This is definitely a boss room. Italian game? Yeah, Italians are not known for developing video games, are they? We are the knights who say knee. I don't know, I just got that impression.
That shield is massive. I'll get nowhere while it holds against my blows. One down. Keep it up.
Yeah, you summoning new dudes while I'm fighting your old guys.
Now you piss me off. You want more? I've got more.
Come on, it's not that bad. I'm assuming there's a way to get rid of that shield he was using, but I didn't figure it out. No? Shields are weak to hammer. Oh, I was thinking like use the armor of the gauntlets. Oh, there we go.
There's more.
Not really, just seeing it a lot and commenting on Dartigan's comment. Okay. What's with the food for less Devil May Cry music? Food for less Devil May Cry music. It's the best they had, alright? It's not bad. I mean, it works. It just, you know, like all things in the game, it just wasn't quite enough, I feel. Like, they're reusing, like, this game is too long, and they're making it longer by just reusing environments, it feels like. How many rooms have we gone through that have kind of felt similar? It's kind of like a major issue now at this point. You can only get away with reusing so much of your assets before you start to like, send Devil May Cry 2 and 3? Do I have to send Devil May Cry 2? That implies I need to play Devil May Cry 2. 3 I actually recorded and could send. Devil May Cry 2 barely has what? It has more of a plot than Devil May Cry 1 did, and that's also a bit of the problem. I mean, yeah, but if I send another Devil May Cry game, it will be 3. What's wrong with Devil May Cry 2? It's the worst Devil May Cry game, by far. It's not even close. People like to bash DMC. No, Devil May Cry 2 is the worst. And for one good reason. They forgot that, one, the Dante's guns aren't supposed to be used to kill things. They're just there to keep your combo going when you're too far away from the enemy. And to do cool shit like make you hover in the air. You can go through that entire game shooting enemies to death. And it doesn't feel good. Like the stinger doesn't work properly. The combos don't feel like they have enough impact. And Dante is like obsessed with coin flipping for some reason. He's like, he thinks he's Two-Face for some reason. And he wears acid wash jeans at points. Okay, is this the regenerating crystal stuff again? Apparently not. Watched the Sphere Hunter's recent stream of Devil May Cry 2, and man, it was painful. She talked about her experience playing it when it first came out. It was so boring her friend fell asleep watching her play. I mean, that is a very shared experience. People were really, really looking forward to that game too, because Devil May Cry 1 had been such like, it just came out of nowhere. Like, yeah, hey, this game made me lose my virginity. Or at least make me feel like I did. And then like you got Devil May Cry 2 and it's like just like a sad come down, like, oh. I'm sticky and everything smells. Okay, so it is this stupid regenerating shit. How many are there? One and a 2? 3?
My powers. I must be careful.
DMC Devil May Cry was my first Devil May Cry game. So, you mean the one that was made by Ninja Theory? Or whatever that developer's name was? Okay, so why don't we go down here? All you remember about DMC is that you fight Bill O'Reilly. That is what that character was based off of. It's actually the best fight in the game because Ninja Theory is really good at doing giant heads for some reason. It was just a weird like thing to include in a Devil May Cry. That entire game's plot was so bizarre. It's like trying to be like mention like modern day like issues, and like you had like Fox News in it. It's like, really? This is a little out there for a Devil May Cry game. What? It's like they're including like They Live in there. I mean, obviously, I actually don't think They Live is a bad idea for a Devil May Cry. I think I even remember mentioning that in my video that They Live actually kind of feels like it kind of belongs with Devil May Cry in a sense. Fuck you. Fuck. Oh yeah, I remember that line. Excellent writing all around. It was trying to be Metal Gear. It wasn't really trying to be Metal Gear Rising because Metal Gear Rising didn't exist yet. Oh, thank you. Wonderful. Remember what the devil's like they're standing in for the devil's plot was? He's just gonna like take over the world through economics. So I'm sorry, what? Is that really your evil plan, Mr. Satan? I should actually live stream that game. That was before I was live streaming when I made that video. That might make for a fun live stream at some point. I think actually the thing that disappointed a lot of fans the most about that game is that it ruined a lot of fangirls' impressions of Virgil. They're like, this is not my man crush. What are you doing to him?
I felt that.
What the fuck? Why is this thing lowering down? Why'd that lower down for? Need that to jump back across, you know.
Oh no, it's happening.
Virgil handing out free abortions. I'm sorry, what? Well, he was like leading a political group for some reason. Like Virgil in that game essentially is like the anime Che Guevara fighting the devil. Which could be a good idea, but they didn't really handle it very well. He shot a pregnant woman? Did he shoot a pregnant woman in that game? My memory is not recall that one. Only woman I remember that game was Kat. You know, like your sidekick lady.
Sister, let our guard down.
Oh. Hey, look at that. Fresh. Oh yeah, this game exists. I mean, yeah, aren't you excited to see me playing it? But thank you for the 32 months, man. We're talking about anime, manga, and Devil May Cry tonight, apparently. To be able to catch up on things. Why do I just keep walking face first into mines for some reason? Wonder when Fresh would show up. Hey, he shows up when he does. As everyone does, in fact. Remember, it was Mundus's mistress. Oh, yeah, that lady. Okay, yeah, no, okay, yeah, but it was, to be fair, it was a devil kid. Literally the Antichrist, if you want to be, straight up. But you know, it was really weird they added so much sex to that game too. Like both Dante and like the devil get it on. Well, not with each other, but they have like scenes. And I like to think of Dante as like the world's coolest virgin, not as someone who actually has sex. Oh, this can eat my dick. God, this sucks. This crystal shit is like killing the pacing. Why do they not think this through? Like, yeah, let's fill our game with 50 fucking crystal puzzles. God, I just love recycling these crystal puzzles. Let's add another one. Having so much trouble. It's just I'm trying to like pay attention to chat and play a game at the same time, and I'm just also just mind fucked by yet another crystal puzzle. It's like, yeah, no, this is like they've added bombs to it, regenerating modes, like, you know, things you gotta destroy. It's like, come on, do a real puzzle, man. It's not that hard. Didn't even see the title. Eyes can't focus. You alright? I just... yes. Fine. Revive me. You say that, but I bet Dante has a daughter next game? No. Let us not have that happen. Dante has never had sex, and I refuse anyone who tries to say he has. What have you missed? In this game, not a whole lot yet. Just more crystal puzzles and, like, enemy slaying. I mean, the evidence that Dante has never had sex is he's, like, you're surrounded by two ladies who clearly want him, but he's like, no, nah. I just want pizza. Are we talking about DMC? It's kind of hard to tell, but it's like in general a Devil May Cry conversation, I think.
Lude, I know I have a bad attitude sometimes. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, sister. I just wish I could do more for you.
Now it's fine.
Oh, I'm using the wrong weapon.
Cover me, Lude.
Yeah, what a great way to end the fight. Me getting blasted on my ass. Thought the joke was that Dante tries to have sex but always fails like Johnny Bravo. Well, he's not really like Johnny Bravo. It's like he actually does get the interest of women. It's just he never actually, you know, goes anywhere with it. All that for nothing. I'm going to have to buy some more crystals soon.
I'm dispersing my efforts.
Crater said Johnny actually does get women in the show. He's just showing off all the times it went wrong for him. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I mean, if you look at Johnny Bravo, the biggest lie cartoons ever told us is that that guy wasn't popular with ladies for some reason. How would Johnny Bravo cartoon even work in today's modern age with, like, you know, social dating apps and everything else, where it's all bio? It's a little bit more egotistical, anyways. It's like, oh, here's Johnny Bravo's bio. He's like 6'4", weighs 250 pounds of muscle, full head of hair, and yeah, he'd be getting tail all the time. He would have no trouble. It wouldn't even be a cartoon anymore. What does dispersing my efforts mean? If you keep her out in this, like, field mode too long, it builds up entropy, and she has to, like, has a cooldown, basically, so it takes her a few seconds before she can do it again. There's certain enemies that can... You have two different ones. You have blue and red. And certain enemies can only be destroyed if they're within a blue or red field. What country is this game from? Italy. So it's one of, like, the rare Italian-made video games. Not too many of those. They're too busy, like, making pasta and everything else to make video games, I think. That's racist. That what I'm pointing out the obvious, that yeah, they don't really make a lot of video games over in Italy.
Sisters, what news do you bring to me?
We ran into Donovan.
He still eludes me, but I see he has taken a certain interest in you.
Ever see the commercial break where Johnny Bravo and Samurai Jack is in a laundromat and they got some weird tension between them? I don't believe I did.
He found a way to help us again, regain our focus.
The Metatron talks about pasta all the time, so no way is that racist.
Which means
I mean,
you found
Italians,
those
you know, have a
close to
very
you.
strong food culture. I don't think that's racist to mention that, yeah, they do have a strong love of pasta.
You should be flattered that the
Don't believe me?
thing
Break some
shapeless
spaghetti noodles in front of an Italian and find out what happens.
But I can't help
Or
but be
put pepper,
concerned
or put
about
your
your
pineapple on a pizza in front of them, and well, pray to God.
Donovan told us that we should already have transcended by now.
Is there supposed to be that much of her crotch showing? I mean, it's like split up the middle in the front of her pants now. I don't remember that before. So that's a bit risky. For some reason, I thought she had like a unit leotard on, but no, it's like straight up. You can see the one half of the crotch, and the rest of it is tastefully covered in shadow. But I'm fairly certain there used to be more there.
Is that supposed to be reassuring? But it is surprising no less. Just don't take this ability of yours as a reason to grow cocky. Understood? We know nothing about it. Just as we ignore what really transpired here before our arrival.
Getting stabbed in the groin is very dangerous. She should cover it up. Well, you know, ladies in the fantasy series gotta look good while they're fighting evil, you know?
In that regard, there's something you should know. We may have elected to share some information with you.
Loot, are you sure?
We hate to be kept in the dark, don't we? It's time. We have to trust someone.
What do you mean? Speak.
I have sensed echoes of the past scattered throughout the city. They might hold the answer we seek.
You know that to hide such information equates to high treason.
Well, they didn't hide it. They just told it to you.
Were I to report this, you would be executed. Luckily enough, we have much more pressing matters at hand. I mean to confer with the Shadeless. You shall proceed on your own.
May the torchbearer.
These two need the merchant from Resident Evil 4. Well, he basically serves the poor purpose of that. Said this earlier, but Dante will have a child, and it will be because of he's a sperm donor, because he needs to keep the lights on. I mean, that'd be the only accessible way, but then I don't see the point of writing that out though. You could just have like a kick-ass girl character show up. I mean, there's already got two other kick-ass girl characters in it. You don't need like have it weirdly connected to Dante in such a way.
So, what do you think of the Shadeless's teaching methods? I understand he can be quite
I think it'll be a while
hard.
before we get another Devil May Cry though.
But effective.
I think the guy who runs Devil May Cry now is working on the next Dragon's Dogma game.
Anyway, I was no less harsh myself, so...
Why so pensive, Briar? I'm not used to seeing you like this.
Some things that he said, I need to think them through.
3 kick-ass girls. There was the one girl from hell that wanted to bone. Was that the one in 2? Well, she hasn't been in another game since then. I only really count, Lady and Triss.
I'm not in the mood for talking now, Observer.
These echoes I've witnessed, they come naturally to me. I wonder if our former comrades experienced them as well.
Triss gets around. Damn, how do you know? Just because you're roll 34 rank cannon.
Do you really want me to tell you that you are a very special shade, Lute?
Yeah, I was actually about the only thing I like about Devil May Cry 4 is that Nero wasn't Dante's son, but was Virgil's. 'Cause that's what it seemed like they were going to go for when it originally came out. I was like, oh, well, of course he's going to pass the torch to his kid. Nope, it's Virgil's.
I'm not looking for praise, nor for sarcasm later.
It's my
Needs to make a return to complete Dante. They really don't want people remembering Devil May Cry 2. Except on the Nintendo Switch where they re-released it.
I assume that the other chimeras didn't know the things you have learned. They say knowledge is power, so don't waste yours.
I don't mean to, rest assured.
I need to buy some heals because... Okay, I've got one of those. Alright, skeeters. Can you buy a cobalt tier? Oh, wasn't I planning to do that before? Yeah, I need 22,000. No, I still have enough. So I just gotta make sure I don't use any of the blue points while I save up for it. So we'll work on the whip. X plus bumper button. Don't have enough for that. Don't have a proficiency. Turn finesse deals even more damage to swarmers. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said this already here in the streams, but I feel like giving characters like Virgil, the Wesker kids, is a disservice to the character because they would never be interested in sex. To be fair, I think it's really only a disservice if like the characters really care that much about it, and Nero only cared about it at the very end, and Virgil still was at the end was a bit dismissive of it all. And they're also not really much like each other as well, I feel. However, I feel like they handled it alright with him when it came to Virgil, because he's like, oh yeah, I guess I did do that a long time ago. So it can be like the one night he got drunk or something. Maybe he had a bad day.
May the torchbearer light your way.
Complete global saturation.
I never imagined anything like this. All those crystals and ice. Hightown is completely in their grip.
Still not in the fucking... God, who designed this city? It's terrible.
This is the result.
We have to destroy it.
Honestly, I could see Wesker having a kid as a backup. Well, he did have a kid. You play as him as in 6. Though I'm beginning to suspect the red-filled bloodline is dying out with Chris and his sister because neither of them are seem to have ever had kids. Despite Chris's best efforts. Like, Leon, I'm begging you, bro. I'm begging you. Just fuck my sister once. That's all it's gonna take. No thanks, bro. I'm glad I know what you're referencing. How many of you know about the no thanks, bro? No thanks. There's a lot of people who made some good memes out of that final scene of Resident Evil 4. I'm just kind of sad that that final scene of Resident Evil 4 definitely won't be the same anymore in the remake, so you won't get the high def version of it. Why doesn't Chris fuck Jill? Because they're partners, and you don't fuck a partner. It's like doing your mom or something. I seem to get in my ass horribly beat right now because I can't see anything. Oh, you fucking birds. Okay, can your shield break? Whew. Sorry about that. Chad, what Resident Evil character would you like to see again? I don't know. To be honest, I get to see all the ones I want to see usually. Not too many of the offcasts do I really, care about seeing more than the one game they're in usually. Also, never played a Resident Evil game? Hey, maybe it's not for you. It's really fine. Code Veronica still has one of the funniest Wesker lines. You have no idea how much I hate you, Chris. That's because that's what makes Wesker good, is he's so hammy that he just seems like he's really enjoying putting on an act. He also has other good lines like, I may no longer be human, but look at how strong I've become. And basically that tone of voice. Go on and show her what my best man can do, Chris. That was weird. Love Wesker. I wonder if I've intentionally made people like Wesker more. I feel like Wesker wasn't really liked very much. Or at least not in my community until I, started explaining my reason I kind of get a kick out of him. I like how they turned Wesker from some dude who betrayed the team to a guy with a god. Yeah, I mean, Resident Evil 1, he's just kind of like, yeah, I'm the betrayer guy. It's like, whatever, big deal. Yeah, it serves its purpose, I guess. But then, I guess, technically, Code Veronica... It's weird that two of the worst Resident Evil games just are the ones that, you'll make Wesker entertaining, like Code Veronica and, Resident Evil 5. Like, games I do not like at all. But you know what? They had those two parts. I don't want to do the challenges. It's like, why couldn't we have gotten, like, a good game that focused on Wesker like that? Resident Evil 5 slander? I will never be able to like Resident Evil 5. It just isn't happening.
We shouldn't linger here.
Should buy, find, and you should buy, find, and buy a Wesker body pillow. I'm good. Kefix is still your all-time favorite. He's pretty good too. No problem with that. Code Running is actually pretty popular in an ironic way. Well, it's fun to laugh at, but in terms of like as a game, I don't feel it's very good at all. Wait, and there's something else in there. You like Code Veronica a lot, but I originally played it on the Dreamcast. I imagine if you did play the game back when it came out, maybe you could like it, since you didn't have anything else to compare it to but the older Resident Evil games. And which were like pretty much in the same category, only better pacing and better puzzles.
The tear. It is as if it were a living being.
I can feel it breathing.
But in hindsight, I feel it's, pretty shit. It's really killed off the idea of the, well, technically didn't kill off the idea of, 2D, background Resident Evils, because that game came out before the Resident Evil 1 remake. I wonder if they're actually going to, make a proper 3D remake of Resident Evil 1 after 4, because I don't see them remaking 5 and 6. Or Code Veronica, so I'm kind of wondering they're going to go back, okay, it's time to remake the original Resident Evil again. Full 3D, that's shit.
My powers. I must be careful.
Didn't Wesker have a thing for Rebecca? Well, I'm the one who has put that idea forth, because that's all would explain why he has a photograph of Rebecca in her college sports clothes in his desk. That's the only canon way you can explain why he had that. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill somebody right now. Well, that was exactly what Wesker would do, but I mean, just this game is annoying to me. Wasn't Rebecca 18? I have no idea what her age is. I just know that, Wesker was perving on her. I mean, it doesn't matter, he's like a eugenicist. You think, okay, do I have no depth perception anymore? What is the deal? Oh, this is the weakness of a fixed camera, chat. You gotta lick the wall stick to it? I kinda forgot you could even... No, I just gotta land on that blue thing. That's not that difficult. I've made much bigger jumps than that. Oh, God, you piece of garbage. You have 0 depth perception? You can't have depth perception in a 2D game with fixed camera angles. That's the problem. Let me just hop once. My problem was I was double hopping. Come on.
As if we needed any further proof of how awful things are up here.
Pushed it too far.
Smell a bullshit boss battle? Well, it's definitely a boss fight. Well, I think it's actually just introducing a new enemy type, not an actual boss.
Not on my watch. Can't be fire alone. I will protect you, sister.
I'm just wrong.
I won't allow it.
I'm not done yet. Who's next?
Will my sister shut up? As long as she keeps shooting lasers, she can say all she likes. These characters never shut up. Okay, look, I'm currently working on a Guardians of the Galaxy video. This game is nothing compared to that in terms of characters that don't shut up. Platinumed on that one, huh? No spoilers, but based on the ending, I think they're gonna try to make a sequel to this game. Yeah, this feels like a game they'd want to make a sequel to. Feels like a franchise building. Don't know if it's gonna get it or not.
I must be careful.
How's Dex? Well, she's peed on things today. That was nice of her. Making me use up my paper towels. Yeah, so when are we actually gonna... They call this game Soulstice, but you know what? I have not yet seen any evidence that this is the shortest day of the year. Or is it the longest day of the year? I think it's both, right? Once you play Guardians of the Galaxy, no game can have characters. That game's actually legitimately impressive in the amount of, like, audio triggers it has. Doesn't matter what you do, the developers have programs of characters to say something in response. It's almost like they're narrating every action you take. You had to go down one hallway over the other, audio trigger. So I had to go down a side passage to look for, like, stuff, audio trigger for it, and they'll talk about it. It's like, can you just, like, let me explore in peace? Soulstice is different from Soulstice. What's... Alright, so, well, obviously it's the soul and Saul. It's just them using it for marketing terms. But you tell me, what's the definition of Soulstice then?
The transcendent wood with it.
No, it was before they transformed. They were chasing it.
We are following the same trail they found.
The game's defense, this is how the Guardians of the Galaxy interact. Well, I actually will be mentioning this in the video, and I do mention that I can tell what they're trying to do. They're trying to make them feel like a team, so they constantly yammer at each other. However, they take it a bit too far. And to a point where it's just like, I need you guys to shut up. I don't need detail on every single thing I do. The only moment you get any peace in that game is when you're in nowhere. So is it normally this freaking frigid that glaciers appear in the city, or is it just because of the magical storm ahead? Looks like there were a lot of other, like, Soulstice nights here, or whatever they're called.
Such power. There's no doubt it's our prey. though I'm not sure who is the hunter here.
Just like you and your shade, hunting one another for so long.
Oh, are these two turned into monsters? That voice sounded familiar.
That Damien killed so many people just to motivate you in your own hunt. Oh, Amina, if that's not twisted, I don't know what is.
Shut up, Jaden.
But you had your own fun, didn't you? You two were made for each other.
Take that back, or I'll make you regret it.
Easy, easy, my girl. You are a soft target for jests. I can't resist. You know they are my greatest.
It really is just really Claymore at this point, then.
And you know
It's
I
actually a little
love the
shameless.
twisted soul I bear as my burden.
Don't fret. He's not needed. Even my brother can rest for now.
What do you mean? Have you found anything?
Look over there. That crater. We don't even have to gaze into the ether for clues. Come, let's not waste any more time.
I don't think this is a good idea. We should report to the Observer first. Moreover, a third Chimera is supposed to join us, remember?
Bah! A low-ranked novice shaking in their armor. Who needs them? I'm not holding their hand when something here needs to feel my blade. That's not what I and my brother Jared volunteered for.
Always so eager to prove yourselves. If there's a sin you should atone for, it's pride.
Amina and Jaden. So these were the knights that came before us.
Expert warriors in firm control of their shades.
Unlike us, you mean?
I mean, if these experienced controlled chimeras fell to this creature, how can we hope to succeed where they fell?
Because we have a sisterly bond.
Whatever it is that keeps us going, I mean to hold on to it.
And I'm hot. I think.
The suffering, the death that still lingers here.
I'll say this: I haven't seen any bugs, which is more than I can say. Yeah, it's lacking the Eurojank. It's just the little overinflated, little bloated is the best way of describing the problems it has. It's too bloated,
Must reach the crater they spotted.
and no actual puzzle design,
To be with you, sister,
and 2 semi-environments.
no matter what comes next.
Game would benefit for being smaller in size. Cover a boss in a 12 boss game. Which number boss would you be? The tutorial boss. Tutorial. I'm the most important boss beside the final one. I'm the one that teaches you how to play the game. I can feel it deep down in my heart. This game would benefit if they did a lot more showing, not telling. Well, they're doing actually a lot of showing. They're just... The way they're showing isn't very effective, I guess I would say, put it. It just really lacks charisma, is a better way of describing it. Yeah, it's lacking in charisma for what it's trying to do. Alright, I don't think I can... Well, let's see. I don't want to use any of the blue points. I'm saving up for the big things, so... I don't have enough for her to buy anything either. So let's just move on. No, better yet, I would be the DLC campaign boss. That's the worst boss possible, right? You only get it if you pay extra money. Is that how they train you to get down from a high place? Fall head first, do backflips, stick your sword in the wall, do more backflips. Perfect. Argent Rude.
Hightown. We are getting close to the tear.
The desolation is even more appalling.
Aren't you cold by this point, though?
They have
I mean, this does not look like a warm outfit.
comfortable and safe. Yet they were struck first.
You'd be the gimmicky third boss, all like the one that's really big and then he just like moves around a little bit and then like cheap shit happens. You're saying I'm bed of chaos? I am no bed of chaos, alright? I want to be a memorable... I'm... No, here's what... I am Metal Gear Ray from Metal Gear Rising. You know, awesome spectacle, but it isn't, you know, nearly as... It's just mainly to teach you to play the game. You would be Famin, good dialogue, and God... Famin? Famine? Alright, who is Famin? Oh, Fat Man, okay.
No one here. But I'm not letting my guard down.
Eat and grow fat. You know what? It's actually impressive how sometimes Metal Gear boss fights will only get their one scene and still stick in your memory. Shame Kojima kind of dropped that once he got to like Metal Gear Peace Walker and didn't really have a lot of villain characters anymore. Wonder what his reason for going for that was. It's like I'd rather just have like the player have like boss fights against a piece of military machinery. And then put a child as the final boss in my game as well. Well, technically not a child in Metal Gear Peace Walker, but you know what I mean. Metal Gear, another series I haven't really played. It's not my thing. It's alright. No one's telling you have to play what you want, what everyone talks about.
Sister, are we born of the same evil that did this?
Just start answering your yes. Was there bosses in Death Stranding? Yes, but they're like the big tar monsters. And then Troy Baker at the end where you punch a lot. But mainly you fight just, you know, big BDs, I think they were called. But it wasn't, it really... The thing is, that game would mock that he even had to do... I don't think Kojima wanted to do boss fights in it. Because whenever he added a boss fight to it, he basically like put like in-game dialogue that made it like, yep, this is what... Isn't this what you wanted? A good old-fashioned boss fight. It's like, really, Kojima, just don't be such a whiny bitch and put it in there. Yeah, people like the games you made before, alright? Is that such a bad thing? Death Stranding. Hasn't there actually been recent... Kojima has been posting some images of some actress lady on his Twitter. And people are suspecting it's like, yo, the babby from Death Stranding grown up. Am I beautiful?
Finally, a mauler. We have never faced one in battle before.
Be careful, sister. We mustn't underestimate its strength.
Oh. Wait, why is your shield not active? I need that up.
Dispersing my efforts.
Oh, fuck, it's one of these ghost things.
One down.
Let's keep it up.
Won't allow what? Her sister to die.
These monsters, they're getting stronger and stronger.
They had a whole city to feed upon.
Now there's no one left here. Then I suppose that we look especially tempting to them.
We are a snack.
Let them come, I say.
Yeah, I was brave enough to tempt death. Didn't even feel like a heal was needed. Much it's what? How is it I keep getting closer to this place, but they always keep it in the distance so far away? It's like, stop that. You're making me feel like I'm not getting much progress done. It's like the city just keeps growing in size the further I move into it. Did you ever do the mission in Cyberpunk with the mayor? No. I only did so many. I did quite a few side missions, but I didn't do all of them, obviously. I had, had to get the video out. Hey, Husky. 40 months, man. Thank you very much. How you been, though? 40 already.
The corruption burns within me at all times. It never
Dick
stops.
move. You doing good? Yeah. Return to streaming. You return to streaming Monday. Hey, good luck with it. Vaginas are... Why did I just look over and see the vaginas are magical? No, they're not. Would you say the same thing about your penis, man? It's like, oh, my dick is magical. It's like, what? It's just an opinion. It's like, it's no different from your arm. And in fact, it's less useful than your arm. Penises are bigoted. I mean, I could buy that. Why not? Context is needed. I don't know what the context is. I read a message in chat that said vaginas are magical, and I was just, what?
I'm itching for a fight.
I just had to, like, you'll put out my disagreement. Hey, look at that. Shotbot, thank you for 5 months. Hope this Prime sub makes your PP feel great. My PP now feels magical because of that sub. I don't know what you did, what secret spice you added to it, but it works. But seriously, thank you for your sub, man. I appreciate. How do you say appreciate in Latin? I feel like that's the best way of using it now. Cock spice. I mean, I'm sure there's like a porno version of Dune out there where that's a thing. Cock spice must flow. Bean. That sounds more like it's Italian. Bean. It's appreciatus. Oh, that's what I was thinking it'd be like. Well, all right, wait, you just make that up. That's what I actually was thinking of saying, so it can't be true. Like, there's no way the made-up word in my head is actually how you pronounce it. No, I didn't make it up. Appreciate is a Latin word, huh? I mean, well, there are a lot of Latin loan words in English. But when I tried to like think of how I'd make the appreciate sound Latin, it was literally came out in my head as appreciatus or appreciato. No good snow? No good snow. Unfortunate. I think you just leave it with his wife as the other option. She begs you not to tell. Okay, this is you talking about something else. Do you realize a lot of European languages come from Latin? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's called known as the Romance languages. Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, French. I believe, what do they speak in, Slovene? No, yeah, there's a few others. And then you have the Germanic languages, the brutish, syllabic Germanic languages, such as German, English, then, I don't know, I think all the Norwegian, Scandinavian languages count as Germanic too, right? So yeah, most of all the European languages dominated by the two branches, Germanic or Latin based. I guess we're going down. But English is like the weird language. It's like, no, I'm not a Germanic language. I'm a Romance language. See, I incorporate some French and Latin into it, and also make it very confusing to spell. Mostly Old English, Middle and High English are more Latin based and German based. Yeah, I've actually listened to some like YouTube videos of people who can actually speak the Old and Middle English stuff, and it actually does sound very. It's almost, you can only understand like every other word generally. Some of it actually sounds more Norse too, because it gets so Germanic sounding. Hold up, have to stretch, chat. Sitting down for so long, not good for the blood. Like to see me play it? Mention the name of this game you'd like to see me play. Alright, fully stretched out. Like your mom. Cyberpunk side mission, reverse quest, reverse quest.
You want more? I've got
In stock, these prices are crazy. She'd make a great salesman. You want more? Well, I've got more.
I'm not done yet.
My powers. I must be careful.
With the ghost, I need to attack.
Pushed it too far. It's happening.
Oh, God. Oops.
I can't leave fire alone. Fading away. Pushed it too far. Dispersing my efforts. My powers. I must be careful.
No, 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 you don't get it back into it. I feel like I did better than bronze there. Okay. Let me equip this. Yeah, let's use these up. How cold is it on average? Yeah, supposedly, actually, well, you're asking about Alaska, but actually supposed to get pretty cold for me, actually, tonight. Which is weird. I mean, it's only October. We're not supposed to get like near freezing temperatures in October. I wonder if we're gonna get another like bad winter. I might need to prepare this time. Us Florida people, when it hits like 60, we all have like coats. 60 is positively pleasant for me. I love a good 60-degree weather day. This winter is supposed to be pretty bad to go with the oppressive summer, and yeah, so, I mean, as long as we don't get another, like, massive ice storm that knocks out my power for a full week, like we did that one year. But in the event that we do, I'm thinking about making sure I'm a little bit better prepared. I already have some stuff that I didn't have then, like, some lighting and also battery charging methods, but I want to get, like, basically a kerosene burner to go with it all as well. And something to cook food on, so like a butane burner.
It won't happen again. Who's next?
To be fair, that was 2 ice storms, but well, we only got hit by 1 ice storm where I live, but it was enough to like knock power out for a full week in my place. I had to stay with a friend. Oh, fuck's sake. Okay, game, you have too many different enemy types, or just the same blue-red crystal shit, and it's really pissing me off. Ugh. Who's left? Yeah. Blow up. Alright, yeah, you. Ow. Hold up. Ear itchy. Still better enemy variety than Deathloop. Deathloop's again where you shoot people with guns. I mean, how many people can you think enemy types can you get with guns? Usually shooting games don't have a huge enemy variety. Oh, we're still fighting. Doom is under the okay, there are exceptions, alright? Good. Dishonored, the only Deathloop, the only Dishonored game where you actually encourage to use powers. Yeah, that was always the weird part of Dishonored. How it punished you for actually doing the most fun stuff in the game. This game desperately needs more color. I can actually tell you several ways I think that could legitimately improve this game. First, drop the whole red blue crystal shit. Drop it for the next game. If you make it, it's bad. And also add some actual real puzzles into your game to break it up. Also, better, more varied environments instead of just the same city streets over and over again. On top of that, well, that's a big start. Make the game shorter. These kind of games don't get better the longer they last. They have to have usually about a 12 to 15 hour length. Also, have more than just like your two characters talking to a merchant the entire time.
Greetings, sisters. I'm glad to see that the judge has not yet welcomed you in his halls.
We don't plan to visit him anytime soon.
See, you can see there her crotch. It's a weird statement. You can see her crotch. But that is the most ridiculous outfit. That'd be so uncomfortable if you're a woman. It's like literally you got the seam going right up your own seam. It's like, no woman would wear that. Especially not if they're going to be moving around a lot. That's just ridiculous. And it's tight fitting too. Yeah, that'd be irritating. And all the infections you'd get. Demon girl fashioned. Well, to be fair, everything else she's wearing is mostly kind of practical. It's like you got, proper looking armor every coven, well, except for that one arm, but just that one leg. They're like, okay, we have to add some part of her that has some sex appeal, so we get this one leg. You think she's cold? I don't think video game characters care about temperature very much. Frigid cold, by the way. Yeah, well, maybe ghost ice isn't actually that cold.
Found the Shadeless. Unfortunately, I have not succeeded in my purpose. How I wish I was as interesting to him as the two of you. But alas, I am only human.
Trust me, Observer. You should enjoy your condition while it lasts.
What about you? Have you picked up that ethereal trail of yours?
Not exactly. It was the auras of the other chimeras that I felt this time. They were chasing some creature. They meant to stop it.
Whatever it was, it led them to their deaths.
You think it was the thing that turned them?
It's only logical. And it's still out there.
It's just a question of time. Sooner or later, we will face it ourselves.
I can't help but ponder over Donovan's words about you. And your resistance to the Transcendence. I hope they prove true. For
Oops, shit, didn't mean to skip.
If you have any other trinket that could ease our task, now would be a good time to hand it over.
I did happen to pass by a safe house of the Order. Here, take these. And now go. Make sure that the judge does not take you to trial.
Not while we still have sins to commit.
We get merciful, so we just get punch knives.
You didn't tell us, but we found out ourselves.
The chimera who led the mission was Amina.
In truth, she was not given that role by her superiors. But she has always behaved as if she were in charge, so...
She showed much contempt for her own shade. How could they coexist?
Amina's shade was a twisted man, whom she chased and brought to justice. She wanted him executed, but things didn't go as she
Did
planned.
this guy have war mask? Yeah, but apparently he got attacked at some point, and part of it broke.
Lord Dougal insisted that the two had developed such a strong bond.
So strong that it could sustain the chimera.
Anyway, the bond between a knight and a shade can take many forms. Theirs is peculiarly twisted.
Anima more Armina. In fact, more interesting character. Well, I think she's a villain now. Villains, by often the very definition, can usually be more entertaining in a game like this.
We have never heard of safe houses like the one you mentioned.
There are many scattered throughout the whole kingdom of Cadus.
What a knight and a
Only
sorceress.
and observers know about them.
Well, what about it? It was alright. A bit sappy.
You're lucky to have me, it seems.
I should have known where this discussion would lead.
Why would you pair with someone she wants to kill? Apparently that's how you make a chimera knight.
And yet you ended up caught in my intricate web. Ha!
Alright, scooters. Don't have 20,000 yet for that freaking stone, and I'm kind of upset. Takes a while. Alright, we got new weapon. Alright, connect a sequence. Okay, we'll grab the... we'll grab this. And instantly everything gets... We're priced out of the market. Okay. No, we cannot buy the cobalt crystal tier yet. Did it go up in price? It did. Shit, stop that. Can confirm this game's narrative is stronger than promethazine. What is the effect of that drug?
May the Shaper guide your hand.
I'm assuming kills your emotions. Alright, moving on. Stops nausea and puts you to sleep.
Sister, do you really think we can make it?
Inflation is a game mechanic. Yeah, they do that. I mean, Devil May Cry does it too.
I think if we succeed, someone in Durham will
You buy
find
anything,
place.
the price of everything else goes up. Which is actually, I don't think that's how inflation
You
works.
and me, Leighton, even Donovan. I don't think that those who sent us here expected any of us to survive.
Then let's prove them wrong, sister.
That is not, yeah. Inflation just means we have too many, like, red orbs on the market, so everything else has to go up in price because of it. Damn Fed issuing too many fucking blue orbs. What we got here? Fully stock, yeah. Well, how much, what's our distance from the big hole in the sky now? I need to know my progress. Oh yeah, my stabby knives. Wow, they really make enemies tanky in this game, don't they?
There's more.
She is my friend.
Oh yeah, I got my double. Well, I don't really need the double trigger. They're almost dead. Wasn't necessary. Yeah, the enemies are a bit too tanky too. Some, especially, it's okay to have a one or two tanky enemies thrown into a mix. When even like the exploding, like, you know, suicide enemies take a beating before they go down, it's like, really? Usually the idea of them is high risk to get near them, and then you gotta destroy them quickly. I know this looks cool, but I'm at a loss about the game. It's not the no. This is it's an alright action game. It just has, you know, a lot of room for improvement. Is the best way of describing it. Merchant wall. Oh, it's this guy again. Yeah, about the time the last time we felt happy. We're fighting a demon out of hell. Shut up. There are times to reminisce. I really like Sifu and the Cuphead DLC. I never finished. See, this is one of those games I never finished. Sure had a lot of good games. It's just been going for ages. I actually disagree. This is another one that was like, you know, years that was slowed down by COVID development times. So a lot of stuff got delayed until next year. Oh, there's an. Oh, you really put another one in here afterward? I swear her ability to like last with her filled out gets shorter and shorter. You have an upgrade or entropy? I've upgraded a few times. Ow, ow, ow. Can you please stop your teleporting bullshit? Teleports, well, it's bad because they also put it up against like the muscle guy as well at the same time. So I'm fending off all of them.
Sister, let our guard down. Not away.
Okay. Oh, finally dead. Just one of you now.
Powers. I must be careful.
This is the worst Orden-seated smoke clone. Well, this isn't even a boss fight. These are just regular enemies. Ready to go back in now?
Fading away.
Oh. Oh. You don't get the red and blue fields out of the game. It's just like a dumb mechanic. Because if you don't use the field, the corresponding color field, you can't attack that enemy. If they're like a blue enemy, you have to use a blue field. If they're a red enemy, you have to attack them in a red field. So it's just a way of like making you switch between it. It's kind of like poorly thought out. And you can only hold it up for so long as well before you like have to like goes on a cooldown. So you have to let it recharge. Hope they get rid of that for the sequel if it gets one. Who knows? I don't know if this game sold very well. How long did that one fight last? That better be the end of a chapter. Okay. Don't know what that was in the sky. Looked like a very fast-moving cloud. Alright, chapter 14. There are only 11 chapters left in the game. Oh my god. That can't be right, right? Given the length of these things are going through. Let's see. I didn't get enough to even buy anything with you. 25 until... Yeah, that is just ridiculous. They stretched this out way too far. It's only 20... If I buy more Healy items, that just goes up the price. Let's see if it actually goes up. It's what? 2,200 right now? What if I buy one of these? Okay, it didn't actually go up. Don't know how well it sold, but I rated it really highly. I saw like some reviews for it. Most of the stuff I saw reviews for were like in the mostly positive category. But like, yo, it's got issues, which I agree with. The price stays the same. Okay, I was thinking it goes up. My shoulder's stiff, chat. I'm really dreading that I did those side bends with a different, way of holding my arm this time, because probably won't be able to do benches tomorrow. Most reviews are in line with Dartigan's assessment. It's fine, but in serious need for refinement. Yeah, I think this is their first action game, right? I don't know, but it definitely has that feel. Like, hey, we are passionate, but our expertise is lacking. Visual clarity is awful. It was fine at the beginning, but it's because it stayed the same, because it's just been you moving straight toward the big, like, point in the sky, but it just feels like you get no closer to it because the game is too fucking long. Honestly, the game should be ending right about now, but it's only, like, at the halfway point or something.
Sister, those possessed. How strange. What killed them? There's nothing here.
Oh, cool. New crystal puzzle. Containment obelisks. The obelisks trap Briar and loot within the ethereal cage. They react to the evocation field, and you must deal with each one in quick succession to deactivate them all permanently. Oh my fucking sweet Christ. Ugh, alright.
Whatever it is, it's killing us as well.
Oh, it's killing me, huh?
Be near the obelisk. I think they power the barrier.
Okay.
I can't leave Briar alone.
Ow.
Together again.
Oh, there's another one. Okay, where's the last one?
Not a moment too soon.
Oh shit, they're breaking because I didn't get to them quick enough. Not a puzzle, trust me, they'll have you eventually fighting enemies within it. Then this is just like the trainer for it.
As a last line of defense. We're getting closer to the monastery and the cathedral after all.
They work too well if they affect us like this. I still
Wouldn't mind if this game was long, if it was finally... Well, it's really difficult for a game like this to justify more than, say, like 15 or so hours. Like, all the best, like, straight-up action games like this I can think of generally only last about around 15 hours. There are a few exceptions, but, yeah, once you get past... It's difficult to make the combat just, like, feel satisfying for much longer. Usually you need to be like an RPG with a lot more heavy exploration and stuff as well. Callisto Protocol, a next-gen game only? I think it is, isn't it? Is it coming out on PS4 and everything else? I don't know. I haven't paid attention to that too much. Looking at it, I would say I don't think you could probably run that on PS4 and Xbox One. Dragon's Dogma? Well, Dragon's Dogma is an RPG. It's not uncommon for them to be, 40 to 50 hours.
Loot over there. Cover me, Loot.
What did I just fucking do? I don't know how I did that. Okay, let's do... Well, that even things up.
My powers. I have to be careful.
This isn't a high, but yeah, this is like a AA game, Chad, not AAA. But Dragon's Dogma is not without its issues as well, since we're talking about that game. Guess we can include games with movies and things Italian should ever... Hey, that's not exactly fair. There's been a lot of good Italian-made movies. Like, all the best westerns were generally made by Italians. You stand by? I mean, to each their own, but there's definitely some really good spaghetti westerns. Bought this game for 30. Yeah, I think it came out at 40, so it's probably already getting like price cuts. Oh, you standing there?
Have led you here.
No big conversation.
We have run into some strange traps.
They affected the spawn of chaos. And strangely, they influenced us as well.
Then they worked just as they were intended to. Many high members of the clergy do not look favorably upon us.
But why? We're meant to protect them.
We are, and they strive to ignore what we do as much as they can. But when it comes to their minds, they do not like it. Annoyance leads to mistrust, and mistrust leads to this.
Too bad they could not stop the tear from opening in the sky.
Not that we could do much.
You know, her sword doesn't look very sharp. Gotta say.
So, how do you like your visit to Hightown? They said you could hear all sorts of languages spoken here.
Now all I can
But it is heavy. Well, it doesn't even need the angle on it if you're just going for weight. You'd just be better off making a hammer. Which is what it can turn into. But probably better off just leaving it in that mode then. Yeah, the weapon is inspired by Guts and the character by the Claymore. But so because Guts' sword, I remember there was like a line, he doesn't really rely on a sharp edge, it's just the weight of it to make it shred things. But her sword also turns into a hammer, so she doesn't need to rely on a blunt edge either. She can just like smash everything. Not sure why it's a trick weapon.
Upon our rebirth, it was like a door being opened.
You can hear the audio of the game real well on your PC and none on my PS5. Well, here's the thing. Watching probably Twitch on your console is always going to be a worse experience than either on your TV or your PC.
Sometimes I just wish I could keep it shut.
Guts kills you pure casualty. Well, really just like runs you with a big sword and splatters you all over the place. But you can call that casualty if you like. Or causality, however you pronounce it. Still don't have the 22,000 I need for that, huh?
May the torchbearer light your way.
Well, like a large chunk, yeah, I mean, there's even like a line in it that says he doesn't have a sharp edge on it. He just like, it's so heavy it'll like swing through anything. I'm aware. I've read Berserk. More than once, in fact. You finally got your brisket burrito. A brisket burrito? Don't you dare question the fence. What am I questioning? I'm disagreeing with you. Yeah, I know Guts' weapon just like... Well, you mean the casuality thing? Well, the causality in that series is controlled by the Behelots. To, like, make sure that the person who's, like, destined to turn into a demon turns into it. So they basically fuck their life over. To make them, you know, depressed enough. Dartigan, huh? was the last one? Shit. Ow. Should have knocked me far away from my freaking target. What is dome? Dome is puzzle.
Oh no, it's happening.
Look, just keep your blue field going, lady. Stop complaining. It's your job. Right? What video game am I sending next? Guardians of the Galaxy. Finally getting that one out of my... that's been taking a lot of space on my hard drive, so I'm glad to be, finally getting that one out of the way. It's also, I think, will make for a pretty good video. We can go this way too, huh? Hey, Slice, have a good night, man. Have fun passing out, I suppose. You're not into this kind of roleplay? What? Smacks Fury in the nuts? Yeah, I mean, that's gotta be consensual, you know?
The suffering, the death, I still lingered here.
God, do you ever say anything that isn't depressing, Ghost?
The silence that I'm
Come on, cheer me up. I guess if you have a ghost sister, yeah, she's gonna be depressing all the time, isn't she? She's a ghost. Well, not necessarily, but that, still surprised me. 90 bits, I guess I had. Hey, thank you for that 90 bits you found in your pocket. I have a full thing of those, huh? Oh, fuck. She's a ghost? I'm not sure if she's actually a dead ghost or she's just, like, transcended into it. I don't know. I'm thinking she's actually dead, though. But they don't actually talk about her like she actually died. Like she transformed instead. I'll see, now you're finally doing something positive. Oh, it's a fake. Ah, fuck.
pushed it too far. We're not backing down. Who's next?
She hums all the time. Look, just let me go with my commentary. Don't question it. Hi, Dartigan. How do you like Soulstice? It's alright, but I've pointed out several flaws I think it has. It's one, it should be ending by now, but it's apparently nowhere near the end. It's a little too long for its own good. In fact, I'm not even sure if I'll end up finishing this game if it's actually like several more streams to finish it. Yep, it's ice.
The ice seems stable enough. This could be quite the shortcut.
It will be quicker, but I doubt it will be safer.
We left safety behind once we set foot here. Come on.
Apparently it's 20 hours. Like I said, I just know there's like another 10 or so, 10 chapters I think, right? No, actually 11 chapters, and we were at chapter 14. And I've been at it for a while already. Wait, we didn't have to cross the ice ourselves? I thought that was gonna be the next part of the level. Alright. Fine with me. Wonder if that was cut content.
I was enjoying myself.
Yeah, it feels like they were gonna have like a level where I walk across the ice, but they had to cut it. Because that was a very awkward transition. It's like they set up like, oh, the ice seems stable, which usually means in video game, get ready for like ice cracking under your feet level. And then she's like, nope, next part of it, nope, I'm right over it. That's all it was. Alright. I mean, I'm not gonna complain, that's less I have to do.
Exposing my efforts.
God, I just turned you on. How are you already like fading away from the... Fine, attack the ghost.
There's more.
I'm ready, sister.
Don't seem like he turned on a miner. No. Okay, come on, shut up. Don't make weird insinuations like that. You're ruining my reputation.
I will take care of it.
Okay, any more enemies game you'd like to throw at me?
I'm just...
Good. God of War wishes it had this much enemy variety. Oh, yeah. God of War famously known for just having red and blue enemy types. To be fair, the last God of War game actually did have only so many enemies in it, mainly Draugr and giant trolls. Well, they had like what, the elves and the Draugr, various types of Draugr, and then trolls. Dark, yeah, I mentioned the Dark Elves already. I think that's one of the things they're actually trying to fix in the new game, is actually have enough enemy variety. Queen Volk? Who is Queen Volk? But hello, Getting Goated. How you doing? Welcome to the stream.
There may be
Laddies, the
more here.
game coming up will have lots of enemy variety. Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to God of War, but I think Callisto Protocol is still the game I'm most interested in. Just weirdly, I don't know why. I was never really into Dead Space, but for some reason I look at that game like, you know what, that looks up my alley. I guess I'm just like jonesing for a Dead Space, like a Resident Evil like experience again. Gore, yeah, see, I like a good gore game, and it feels like the last God of War game really toned down the amount of like gore. It's like, he has a kid next to him. He can't be ripping off that many heads. You know, I will be very impressed if they actually bring the button mashing sex minigame back to God of War. Why not? It's a classic. I mean, the boy has to learn at some point, right? It's like, boy, go into the other room. Valkyrie's boss fights were so fun. They were really well done. Looks like you fight like... I saw some people say in the trailer that you fight 2 of them, but I don't think those were Valkyries. I think those were like the Norse Sisters of Fate, the Noonan, I think they're called. I don't think those were Valkyries. Well, my headphones are giving me a headache. Pressing into my head a bit too much. Boy, this is how Mom and I made you. Oh, a new enemy type, and it's red. And it's flyer. And it's got booba. Oh, it's a fury.
It will be hard to get at.
So let's bring it down here with us.
I can't be fire alone. Sister, we let our guard down.
Always giggle at this sexy QTE when you gotta wiggle the joystick. Hey, how's he supposed to simulate it?
It's happening. Exposing my essence.
Oh.
Let's keep it up.
What? Oh, you know you. Oh, of course you do. You know, like, here's the real fight. Now, fight a bunch of them. Thank you, game. May I have more. Moo, yes, moo, etc. Moo, 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 moo. I just said a full sentence in the language or whatever. Anyone new is wondering why this man's saying mooing like a cow now. Thank you. Oh yeah, I can't hurt you when you're not in the red field.
Can't be fire alone.
Just wail on her and you just disappear on me.
I recovered.
I felt that.
My powers. I must be careful.
Why give you a bow if you can't use it at range against... Well, you can. It's just that when you're up against a red or blue enemy, they also have to be within the range of your energy field. It's like I said, the mechanic is just really annoying. It's not fun at all, but they put it in there because they thought they needed more depth. Ooh, you had a rough day, buddy. Hmm. Still don't have enough to buy that damn crystal I need. 2,000 short. Am I ever gonna get enough? Okay, we're up here now.
Sister, those statues. You know what we need to do.
Here we go again.
Even the characters are tired of it. Just stop the crystal shit. Please. Give us an actual puzzle. We've seen them in other games. Alright, more spread out this time. Looks like there's 4 of them. Oh shit, wrong way. Fuck. Well, this is gonna have to be reset because there's no way we're getting to it in time. So there's another one down here. Guess we'll grab this one first.
Oh no, it's happening.
Only 3, actually, never mind. When you're trying to go birthday Christmas shopping for them, okay, what do you buy as a ghost present? I don't think you have to get ghost presents, Chad. That's the whole idea. They're intangible. I guess you get them like troll gifts with presents, like an exorcism kit or something. So here, I thought you'd like this brand new mule bale of garlic and this holy book. The thought that counts? Well, you just like put it on the mantle for them to look at. I mean, they're not alive anymore, so birthdays don't actually count, do they? Like, the whole idea of a birthday is like, oh, here's to another year of you being alive. Oh, wait. So you might actually just be depressing him if you even try to do that. Christmas present? Well, if they're a ghost, then they shouldn't be a ghost. They should either be in heaven or hell, if you believe in Christ and his holy birthday. Look, I'm just shooting the shit, all right? I don't know. No one knows because ghosts aren't real. We would have seen them on camera by now. Death Day, I actually have seen in cartoons when it comes to like ghosts, them celebrating their death day. It's asking, so aside from masturbation, why would you be worst time? Why would you care? Huh? Why would you care about that? Like, they're dead. Like, yeah, they're like, oh yeah, sis, I guess you got to do what you got to do. I'll cover my eyes. It's like, yeah, I guess you're alive and you still have biology you have to deal with. All right. I won't be rude about it. You get used to it. We'll use a big one. This guy was a boss earlier in the game too, wasn't he? Yeah, he was. I remember you. Early game bosses sometimes need extra work to pay the rent. It's a very true statement you just had there. Let me equip that. Can you fucking dogs die? Thank you. Now we gotta work on this big boy. Ow. No more armor, good. Gotta make ends meet using that app, then call your friends up here as a regular enemy. Bronze, yeah, sure, whatever. As long as the fight's over. The difficulty is really ramping up, though. Really don't like bosses turning regular enemy. I really don't either. It's generally they just want... There's a few times it can be good. But it always kind of feels like, wouldn't you rather have had something new? But it just like they only had so much budget. Bosses are often expensive to make. And if you can actually use them more than once, a lot of developers are like, yeah, sure, why not? We spent $1 million making that boss. Let's get more than one use out of it. Your dad thinks he saw a ghost. My mom claims she saw one as well. Oh good, we're on chapter 15 now. Only 10 more chapters. My god, game. You're too long. It's too much. A ghost of who? No one famous. She said she claimed like when she was a kid she was sitting in her kitchen and someone she didn't know like walked in and like walked behind a refrigerator and disappeared. It's like there was obviously no way you get up. I mean, I don't believe her. I think she just like seeing things or some shit, but hey, she claims she saw it. Yeah, someone just like appeared inside the kitchen that she'd never seen before and like walked behind the refrigerator and then was gone. That's the nature of ghost stories, though. I don't know if I want to upgrade the damn stabby things. They're not that good. Maybe upgrade this some more. Actually, I don't have enough. God, everything's so expensive. Alright, we'll just buy some healing items. Stabby things? You mean knives? Well, I don't think something that you actually use as with a punching motion is a knife. It's like got a new name. There's Soulstice or something, right? Worst game you played this year? What would be the worst game? I haven't really played any really truly bad games this year, I don't believe. Or did I? And I just like excise it from my memory. Or at least, I can't really think of any that comes to mind. Oh, I didn't mean to do that shit. Back to the chapter select. Maybe my hand is like trying to make me stop playing. This, like I said, this is about what I expected from it, so. It's like a double A game. It's got, you know, problems, but it's not perfect. How long do you think? Okay, this city actually looks like the city that Griffith builds in Berserk now. How long did it take you guys to build that? That's about, what, century or two of labor for ye olden days?
The Monastery of Illness. We are nearly there, sister.
Let's not celebrate yet. This place will test us.
Yes, I feel it too. Tear disruptible ether and matter.
So Saints Row, yeah, Saints Row would be the worst game I've played this year, actually.
The city itself is our
But then again, that game lived up to my expectations that it would be crap. So at least it was consistent. But even when it came to Saints Row, it wasn't truly terrible. It was a very glitchy game for me, but other people didn't have experience glitches like I did. I think that's only the PC version, right? But hey, I played way worse. It wasn't the thing about Saints Row. The reason I don't think of it as like a truly bad game is it was short. For an open world game, it's actually only like 20 hours long. I think this game I'm going to spend more time playing than I did Saints Row. And that's what usually the defining matter for me as a truly bad game is that if it takes forever to finish it, it's like, oh god. Then the little things that piss you off just really add up into a mountain. Why that game was made? Who were they? What, Saints Row? They made it because their last game, Agents of Mayhem, completely bombed and they were desperate. Like, we need money. Let's go back to Saints Row.
It reminds me of home.
But they'd already like done as much as you could in the original series, so they had to reboot it. And they decided that, you know, they couldn't really get away with the same kind of jokes they did originally in Saints Row, so they like made it more whatever. Pick word of choice. Apparently it didn't sell very well. Everyone just wanted to slam it on like, hey, let's laugh at this piece of shit. Once you blow up the earth, there's not much more to do. Well, hey, Dragon Ball, how many times they blow up the earth in that? They figured out a way. But it was usually just like fight stronger aliens. Who am I fighting? One of these assholes again.
Pushed it too far. I will take care of it. Fading away. My powers. I must be careful.
Tone of the game just confused me. In the original, the gang members were all sociopaths that didn't give a fuck about anyone but themselves. In this new one, just to laugh at they're relatable to see. Yeah, I know. I'm aware. I played that. Saints Row 1 is the only one I've ever actually played through all the way.
She is my knight. My sister.
Oh, I see something big behind me. Oh, something very big. This is just a repeat of the fight I did like a few minutes ago. Can't see. Get your fat ass out of the way. Waiting for my entropy to like go away. Alright.
I will protect you, sister.
Remember this guy being somewhat tough. Mainly because of shit like that.
Disposing my efforts. Can't leave Tyler alone. Oh no, it's happening.
Damn, Darty, if you needed me to move, just say so, man. No, your fat ass is perfectly fine in my face. It's enjoyable even.
Sister, I've got your back now.
Good job on that. Why does he got like a little tail spine?
Loot, over there.
I am ready. Pushed it too far.
Lucky. It won't happen again. Not a moment too soon.
Ugh. Oh, for fuck's sake. I need you to stay outside in your ghost form for like a second so I can kill the fucking ghost, you pissy little bitch! I'm sorry, but you're pissing me off. Can barely see around the boss. She's like, sister, I can't hold it. It's like I got a kid whining about going to take a piss while I'm fighting a semi-truck. Who Dart, my little sister in this game. God, just fucking be useful.
Loot, over there.
I am ready. Oh no, it's happening. Can't leave Tyler alone.
Oh, god damn it. This is like the worst fucking enemy of the game.
Cover me, loot.
Gotta upgrade. I'm trying. It takes money. I've been saving up forever to get the next like crystal shit. She's got expensive upgrades, man. She's got high upkeep.
I felt that.
Alright. Ghost. I didn't get. Oh.
Exposing my efforts.
Finally. Oh, that was giving me an aneurysm. Yeah, please, if they make a sequel, drop this crystal shit. I hate it. I'm at the point where I despise it now. It's just tedious. Just let me fight. Why do you want to give me invincible enemies as long as I keep a field going? I feel like you're not enjoying this game much. There's just elements of it that really piss me off when they throw them at me. Why am I playing? Because I want to beat it. I paid money for it. And I also don't want to buy another game before like all the stuff comes out, so I'm saving money instead of like buying new shit to stream. That's why. Sunken cost, yeah, I mean, I already put like, what, 15 or so hours into it? What's, 10 more? Gives me something to do instead of like buying another game.
There may be no one here, but I'm not letting
Hear the pain? Yeah, but some of you are entertained by the pain. You'd rather do this instead of drugs? See, I'm glad you have a positive mindset. I'd rather do this than heroin as well. It's really just those certain enemy types that are really pissing me off. It's like, alright, let's really show off our crystal mechanic now. Here you go, have fun. Oh. I missed those crystals.
Such a vast city. And now it's not
Rather play this and do heroin. Yeah, put that on the back of the box, please. Fat dude, yeah, they got those ones that heal themselves if you don't get the ghost out of them. Oh god, that's the worst enemy in the game. And they keep pairing, they like, let's pair it with an even tougher enemy. So you have like two of them at once. And also he like trips up the camera. It's really hard to like focus on him because you can't see around him. What is this? Well, yeah, I haven't been finding very many of those because I haven't been. I think they expect you to do like the side missions where you like go into like the challenges to get those upgrades, and I've been ignoring them because the game is already long enough. What would it take to make to get you to quit the game? I'm not sure. Last 50 hours? At that point of like, yeah, any worth it. Introduce like a really painful fight arena that's just like, okay, no more. I mean, generally I can power through. I got a lot of mental fortitude, you know. It's the Giga Satan. Awesome, I think.
That's interesting. Any idea what it is?
No, it is something completely new. The cameras creating new systems. Extraordinary.
Oh, he's a summoner. I see.
Have we debated its origins after we have destroyed it?
Silence. I mean, who knows what it is capable of?
Oh, he's like drawing power.
I will take care of it. Pushed it too far. My powers. I must be careful.
Oh. I can't do anything if you don't keep your damn field up. Just work with me. Fuck it, we'll attack the big guy if I can't break through the field.
Dispersing my efforts. Fading away.
God, why is my sword not... Oh. Oh, ooh, don't give me another teleporter. Don't do it. You get down here and fucking die already.
Can't leave fire alone. Fading away.
Oh, you're one of those had the ghosts come at you too. Good. Please, camera, focus on what I'm aiming the fucking sword at. Oh, you... I'm gonna fucking aneurysm. I'm gonna aneurysm real hard. Don't stop, camera. Oh. Thank you. Thank you for this extra fight length. Namaste. Alright, Italians, you don't get to develop video games anymore. You've lost video game privileges.
My powers. I must be careful.
I'm gonna yasm, chat. I'm gonna yasm. New term for you, by the way. No gasm, only yasm.
Can't leave fire alone. Crystal too far.
In fact, yasm is gonna be made into an emote. Oh, thank you for the force fields around you.
Dispersing my efforts. My powers. I must be careful.
Where'd the ghost go? Can't see the fucking ghost. Oh. And now my ghost sister's gone. No, you fucking... Oh, you bitch. I'm sorry, but you're a whore. I'm glad you're dead and a ghost. I hope you go to hell. Oh, fuck this thing. Yeah, that loot player. I hope their fingers falling out. This fight's over with. Oh, I can't attack you now? Oh, yeah, so you got multiple rules. Kill that fucking ghost. Oh, and she... Oh, right when I need to kill the fucking ghost, she vanishes again. Fuck you. Where is it? Keeps popping about the fucking ground. Where'd it go? I think I killed it. Oh, I was about to egg Yasm again. Oh. They better not throw another one of those into the fucking game. I'll quit. Next thing you know, they'll put like 2 of them in there and then also the big guy. This is fun. This is what you wanted, wasn't it? This is what you came for. Just making a note here. Yasm emote. Yasm emote. I can't even talk anymore. It keeps my spell check keeps wanting to make it into yams though. No yasms, only yams. Ah, yeah. All red enemies aside from the small mantis dudes spawn. Yeah, I know. I just keep piling on annoying fucking gameplay mechanics with enemies. Ah. Maybe this world isn't worth saving. Is Yasm like a gasm? Yeah, pretty much. Have to come up with a way that would be depicted. I'm guessing like instead of like the the gasm face, you have like blood leaking from your nose and you have like a vein throbbing on your forehead, but then also like the gasm face. Thank you, I love... Thank you. It's one island with no living people. I don't know why they're... I guess the rift will keep getting wider and wider. Destroy the world? Hmm.
The corruption burns within me at all times. It never stops.
I think I saw someone put that on their Facebook once. It's actually cathartic seeing someone else get that pissed. Well, yeah, that is actually a good point you raise. Because you can really put yourself in their shoes like, yeah, he's got a point. I'd totally get pissed like that as well. What we got? Red guy? I swear they need to record more lines for her because she said them like 50 times. I no longer trust in her abilities though. She's let me down too many times. All that rage earlier, that's a bit cathartic taking it on that. Thought a fight that ain't so pissy. Did we tell him? Tell me what. She's already dead, yes, but she's still around, so you can still be annoyed with her. Do you think this is annoying? Wait till you reach chapter 21 and infuriating me because it has 0 checkpoints. You're racing against time, tanky enemies, and platforming and shit as always. Well, we don't know if we're gonna get that far because the game is just too fucking long. It's still my biggest complaint. They keep piling on crystal mechanics just so they can make it longer. Come on, give me my... Feel bad for Dartigan having to listen to loot for 15 chapters. Weirdly, I keep forgetting your name when I see people saying loot. I think they mean like the person in the soundtrack playing one or something.
Imagine living in such a crowded city.
A place like this is a feast
Okay,
for wraiths.
let's go back this way. There might be something over there. This is the way to go. So what other famous games have Italians made? I need to know. God, you can't even just let me have a fucking crystal. Nope, some of them are fake crystals that spawn enemies.
One down.
Racing games, I guess they are into like oh what is it, motorsport, right?
My powers. I must be careful.
How long have you been playing this game? I don't know, actually. Does it tell me? Whatever. No, I guess I have to check my Steam page. Apologize for this mess on behalf of the Italians and offer you pizza. Well, I thank them for the pizza. That was a pretty nice thing to share with the world. Yeah, I'm not even like worried about that because I can't even get to it. Or can I? Oh, I can't. Oh, Dex has come to here to sing the song of our people. I've played about 9 hours. This is like my 4th stream of it, and they're about 4-hour streams, so not a little bit more than 9 hours. I think we're on like at least hour 15 or so. Well, I have enough like blue crystals to finally afford her upgrade.
Luke, I know I have a bad attitude sometimes. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, sister.
According to Steam, you've played Soulstice for a total of 14 hours. So yeah, I was around, right, it's around 15 or so hours. It feels like so much longer though.
That ringing is unmistakable. Maybe it must be near.
Yes, Dex, come here and like meow loudly. I need it.
Oh, it's you again.
Oh, shut it. I'm the only one that would be here. Who else would be? Oh, everyone's got a bad pissy attitude in this game.
We have encountered a new type of possessed.
I can see that you are quite thrilled about this loot. Your sister, however, does not seem to share your enthusiasm.
It's the tear, isn't it?
That would be my assumption as well. As we get closer and closer to it, I just hope that we do not fall to its nefarious influence.
Why is everyone in chat
ourselves.
talking about cocks and vaginas, by the way? It's a weird topic to see. Look over and see.
Leighton,
Shut up.
That would, as we get, I just.
Leighton. I know that it makes little sense now. But how could the clergy and the merchants coexist in Ilden? It's like they belong to two different worlds.
Are you so sure about that, Lute? They all lived in privilege and luxury.
Your logic is truly unassailable, Briar. Anyway, each caste presumed that they were the true rulers of the city. They were right and wrong at the same time. The mundane and the spiritual were like the body and soul of Ilden. Both corrupted, long before the Wraiths made their way through the Veil.
Good. Alright, we gotta buy a fucking crystal. 22,000 blue spirit crystals for this thing. God, you're an expensive bitch. Oh, my sister, you're so expensive. Powers upgrade. Coverture allows the loot to unlock the next level of the skill tree and learn new traits. We need to upgrade our fields. Like, desperately. Amount of unity loss when resisting an overcharge. Overcharge attack, mastering combat. Range of both field is increased even further. Okay. Defeating an enemy affected by field decreases infantry further. That makes the field wider, I guess. Alright. Overcharge freezes. Explosive shards release overcharge to deal more damage. Upgrade the fields to give off red crystals. Give off red crystals. Okay, what are we upgrading? No, because it's all too gosh darn expensive. Gosh darn it. I never use the bow. I'm not gonna put any points into it. So how much is the next crystal I need? Well, I guess they don't sell it. Please upgrade the entropy stuff. I will. But I only had like 500 points I could spend on something, so I just made my fields bigger. Bigger fields, chat. You always need bigger fields. It was 2,600. Took me forever to get the 2,200 though.
Sister, the creature we're looking for. I can feel it clearly. We're on the trail again.
You know what? Don't play this game, chat. Go read the Claymore manga instead. You'll have a lot funner time. Yeah, we're going that way, but what about this way back here? Okay, I guess we... Yeah, that way's a little blocked. No, now reset the others. Oh, reset the others. Why don't I reset the others? I guess we're headed for that tower so we can go across the big aqueduct to the big tower up there. Yeah, everyone in chat went on about cock sizes and vagina sizes for a bit too long. It's not that great of a topic, by the way.
It's terrible.
Such devastation.
Look, this is just counteracting climate change. Don't worry about it. You love that topic? Oh, well, okay. Wait, what, why is there the big energy barrier? Alright. I mean, it's a little limited in my opinion. Not fit for polite company. think that's a yes. So is his arm like another monster that's talking to him?
I don't care about your guilt now. I want to feel this world. Taste it. Where to start? There, up there, I can feel something calling to me. I want to know what it is. Take me there.
He's simping his own arm. That's next level. Truly impressed.
Two souls. Another transcended.
And there was something really twisted about those two.
This is bad. It's only a trace, but even so, I can feel a great power.
What about these two?
One is far stronger than the other two.
Strong enough to cause them to transcend too.
This could really be the missing piece of the puzzle.
That is going to be an uncomfortable comment later.
What's going on?
Why, am I on the money?
More evidence. This is not the only trail I picked up. Arlena and Jaden.
They got here too, didn't they?
It's even better than I hoped. Glory awaits us.
What are you babbling about?
I speak of the wondrous prey we get to hunt.
I'm sorry, pray or pre? Oh, English. You're such a beautiful language.
I can't wait to face it in battle.
Aye.
I owe it to my brother Jared.
Have you lost the little mind you have? It's a transcended.
Haha! It's a challenge, finally.
You are too arrogant. We don't even know who they are. Or we're... Anyway, there's a reason the Order does not let us transcend.
Lose sanity, deny the keepers, blah, blah, blah. They fear it. I won't. To vanquish such a foe will be a heroic victory.
There will be no glory in this fight, you idiot. We'll be slaughtered. Think for once. You know that all transcended are deeply unstable.
You sly snake. You want to fight it when it's weak, or wait for its death. Blah. I spit on your cowardice. Like your murderous shade, you seek an easy kill over glorious battle.
Bow.
You say something like that again, I'll make you join your dear brother.
Are these two gonna be bosses? Yeah, I think we've already seen them and they're like monsters now.
That's my old Armina.
Wait, did he say Lord or Old Pal? Because it says Old Pal, and I didn't hear an Old Pal.
All right. We'll follow your plan.
That's it. We shall wait for the transcended to deteriorate. Then you'll have your glorious battle, when there's hope of winning.
Arlena was afraid.
And rightly so.
He said Old Armina, but it says Old Pal. Yeah, I didn't hear the Old Pal there.
Eventually, they were overwhelmed. That's what I felt on the bridge. It must be when she and Jaden transcended.
It can't be a coincidence. This was planned.
So the transcended was meant to unleash their power here in Ilden.
Someone wanted them to. And they knew they couldn't be stopped.
Not by 3 chimeras.
We were sent here just to pretend that the city could be purged.
But what about the reinforcements?
It could just be another lie. We have to find out if Leighton is the liar. He knows something he has not told us. He must.
Please, sister, don't be reckless.
Keep making fun of Italians? No, it's fine for tonight, making fun of Italians.
Why would he have helped us?
I don't know. But this
Be my
time
guest.
he'll be
Just
the
don't be
one to
racist about it, just make the fun of them for their video games. And also tell them that American pizza is superior. That's how you really get under their skin. Like, Neapolitan pizza is pretty good, but, New York slice, excelente. You're an Italian, and you do in fact well, I'm assuming you're an American Italian, right? Not actually Italy Italian, or are you? Because obviously an American Italian, yeah, they're gonna prefer like because there's a lot of American Italians in New York, and like, they're the ones who like brought pizza over here and like redesigned it to make it popular with Americans. But if you're in Italy, and I guess if you're an Italian, I don't know why I have to say it twice. You're more likely gonna go for the classic Neapolitan. You're American first, saying that. See, they wouldn't accept that. Like, you've been tainted. Can you say che caso? Che K? It's probably K, right? Che caso? What did I just say in either Spanish or Portuguese? Please tell me it was just like, penis or something else. Or you didn't have me say something incredibly racist. There's been people who have attempted it, Are you, oh, God. Oh, I knew it. It means what the fuck? Oh, good. Then shit, cuz at this fucking fight.
Cover me, Loot.
No more armor for you. Freaking Scorpion will get away from him so I can, like, my sword's bouncing off him while I try to hit the big guy.
She is my knight, my sister.
Yeah, that's you taken care of.
We're not backing down.
Hopefully this one won't be nearly as tough as the first one they made me fight.
Is it too far?
Sometimes that's how it is. Like, you had the really tough first one, then they, like, tone it down a bit.
Fire alone.
Nope, it seems like it's exactly the same.
I will protect you. I will take care of it. Not my way. I'm fading away. So new. It's happening. My powers.
I gotta be careful and time this so I can actually have enough, like, sister energy to, To like kill the blue ghosts that come out of it after I like knock him out of it. Alright, that took care of that a lot smoother that time. Sister energy? What else am I supposed to call it? It makes sense to call it that. My sister batteries are low. Saturazione global complete, whatever the hell that means. Culture shock by the dick penis statues, souvenirs at Maples, Pompeii. It's probably like a fertility thing. People used to go like mad religious over getting someone knocked up. Gotta like rub the statue and everything. It means complete glow. I kind of figured that much, but I don't know if the complete means... I don't know, what language was that again? They still do? I'm assuming it's not quite as popular of a belief anymore. Oh, that was gonna be the end of a chapter. Guess not. Okay. Activate the sister field. Come on. Got all day. These are the fucking regenerating ones, aren't they?
Oh no, it's happening.
Alright, we'll do this one first then, since I'm blowing myself up again and again for it. Use the hyper sword dash you have. It's hard to pull it off sometimes. Or at least aim it properly. Alright, so we'll start here. Thank you. See, it's really hard to fucking aim it. Whatever, I don't care. It's just extra crystals. Screw it. Se taguele viniqua a tamere. See, you're just making me butcher words now. You're using those words that have umlauts above them. My English brain can't handle an umlaut, you know. It's like, how did I pronounce this letter now? It probably sounds like an X. Did it come from this way or what? I can't tell. Yeah, I came this way, didn't I? That's where I fought those things. Sick of this game? Oh, well, just listen to me rage to it then. You don't have to be entertained by the game. You can be entertained by me. And the chat, too. Chat is, having their, classic conversation about dicks again. And also, they're asking me to say things in French. or like Italian, and I'm probably butchering it. I guess I gotta destroy this stupid thing, don't I?
Pushed it too far. I'm fading away.
Now you've pissed me off. There's more.
I'm ready for that.
Ow. What a glorious victory. Blasted on my ass. Got a platinum for it somehow. Holy shit. Getting mogged here.
My powers.
Alright, I guess I gotta get through this damn crystal door. Say fish ball cat. Easy. Alright, we gotta do this quick. Here we go. I would love to learn Japanese since I only learned some words by watching anime. That's the majority of people who watch anime. Let's see. Vanikwa ata mere means fuck your mother. It's a very beautiful language, by the way. You don't have any of those hard consonant sounds like uck and uck. I mean, it sounded romantic when you put it like that. Say harder, senpai. No. We do it properly. Since I know you're a weeb. Ara. I'll do that instead. I know what you want. I know what you're typer into. You like your weird moans and aras. Pronounce Vanik Timero. Why didn't you write it like that then? I just told you that you'll sometimes the English brain, it can't handle like words that are spelled so differently than how English spells it. Just curious, have you played Hades? I have not. I know it, I recognize it as being a very good game, but I rarely ever finish roguelikes. Even when I like them. That was cursed, so I could have taken it further. I could have turned on the pitch shifter. Though I haven't really set my pitch shifter up, though. Let me see what my pitch shifter sounds like if I use it right now.
So, yeah. Could you imagine if I'd used this and when I said that? Oh. Chat would have lost their fucking mind.
Actually, yeah, it's perfect.
Alright.
All the wee boys are on chat like, oh, Dartigan.
You will miss it when it's gone.
I too could turn myself into a big titty VTuber chat. It's that easy. How about you unsub? Well, you don't like this content? Where I fuck with people's heads? Or, yeah, that's basically an Alvin and Chipmunk's voice instead. Alvin the Chipmunk's hentai, there you go. I will spam the fucking mod chat, the wrestling shit, if you do that again. Well, news for you, I only read the mod chat like once a week. Oh, another new enemy type, huh? He's electric type. Are you too gonna be full of shit? Oh, he's another enemy spawner. Good. He's a blue ghost. All right.
Contain your excitement for the new specimen.
Do not misunderstand me, sister. Take care of those conflicts. We must be careful.
Could be a reason it's summoning all these fucking zombies, right? Oh, sister, my fucking sister field went down again. Oh, she's like bad Wi-Fi.
Get it again.
Good, over there.
Is he getting like zombie energy? Here, let's do this. Show me your war face. She has a muda muda.
Who's next?
I'm thinking a lot of these fights getting blown halfway across the screen, aren't I? When did you get stand powers? Well, we had our little ghost with us the entire time. Did you just die? No, I won. It just didn't look like a victory. I have a crystal with me that revives me too, so even if they should have killed me, I would have been fine. Electric assholes explode on death. Yeah, I learned that as I killed it. Why does Twitch not recognize the clips? Well, they do get made. What do you mean? They don't. For some reason, they never get posted in my chat. I think Moobot might be like stopping them or something. But if it did, I'd see like the notification of it. Yeah, usually you can't post links, but usually there's supposed to be an exception for like Twitch clips that are just created though. Yeah, I might have to like switch off Moobot for like Nightbot or something. I think most people kind of have actually already. I've just been like sticking to it because I never had time to like, yeah, bother learning Nightbot. Moobot doesn't want to hear that shit. Might be time to like, yo, take Moobot out of the picture then. Yeah, you can post your clips in my Discord though. There's a dedicated channel for it. I didn't want to... Oh, sweet. Okay, these aren't the bad ones I thought for a second.
This is posing my efforts.
Oof. That. You like the bonks hammer make? Oh sweet, I got behind him and he still managed to swing around and hit me. Hey, Puff, have a good night. Alright. I think that was a fight I could have avoided by not falling down here. Alright, okay, sure. Says it's fine, but it's just long with annoying mechanics. For example, we're on Kahooter 15 to 25. Well, my opinion, like I mentioned when I started playing this game, my opinion of it would go down if it started lasting too long. And it is proving to be lasting too long. These are exactly what I predicted would happen. It would be an alright game if it had been like 12 to 15 hours. But now it's going to last far longer than that, and it's going to, all the little things that are wrong with it start to pile up and get way worse. Because the difficulty starts going up, and the little problems don't get better. How do I get back up there? Oh.
I'm itching for a fight.
Why do I smell onions, by the way? It's a weird thing to just smell all of a sudden. I didn't even cook any onions today. To be fair, you are taking longer than you should. You should be like, what does that even mean? How do you know I'm taking longer than I should? Just because you looked at how long to beat, or like what your playtime is, it doesn't mean like that's the actual average that everyone else has to meet. I feel like I'm not even like doing the side content in the game where you do like the missions you can find. I'm just trying to speed through it as fast, and I'm not dying that much either. I've only died like a few times in the game. So I feel like I'm doing anything that would make it last longer.
I fantasized about visiting Ilden as a child.
One should always be wary of what they wish for.
Anything over here? Nope. Just play better. You know, you're supposed to say that as get good. So I can't understand. You can't take it if you don't say get good. Chat, may I remind you, you're looking at the man who beat Elden Ring live on stream. I won't accept any of this. I just get good, gamer. When I've had that accomplishment under my belt.
Oh no, it's happening.
Not impressed? Well, not my problem. I've been this way, haven't I? Yeah, that's where I came from. So Elden Ring ain't too hard. I've also beat Dark Souls 1 and 3 and Demon Souls. I have quite the established career. Fuck. How long did it take me to beat Melania? Actually, I never finished beating her. I'm waiting for like the expansion pack before I go back and finish her off.
Be careful.
Scrub? No, I actually do want to beat her. I'm just waiting to like, for there to be more content for me to go back. Wouldn't be much of a stream if I just focus on beating one boss. Difference between this and Elden Ring is when it fucks you, it feels good most of the time. Yeah, except for the said Millennia fight. Also, the man who beat all 3 Kingdom Hearts games, true. That's actually a more impressive feat, I feel. Also finished Valhalla. How many people could boast that? That's like a death march of a video game. It's giving Dart a hard time. It's impossible because I can just bant right back at you because I have a microphone and a sexy voice. And what do you have? You have some text that people can read in any voice they want in their head. Like, someone could be reading your voice like, just give it Dart a hard time. You can take it. Like that, and you wouldn't even know. That's what you sound like to me, by the way. You have sexy text. Well, I'll let you continue dreaming.
Exposing my essence.
Hey, why can't I reach you?
This is going to be intense.
I will protect you, sister. My powers. I must be careful. She is my knight.
Can I just say this targeting system is atrocious? You're supposed to have like analog stick flips are supposed to cycle through who you can target. It doesn't happen here.
Cover me, Loot.
Or at least it doesn't work as what it should be doing. Do I have any I actually am out of heals. We're about to die.
It's happening. Fading away.
There's more.
I'm ready, sister. Exposing my essence. I can't leave Friar alone.
Start the whole chapter from scratch? I don't know. I'm gonna guess, yeah, probably.
Loot, over there.
Oh, really? You stopped letting me attack you right as I'm about to kill you?
Pushed it too far.
No, camera. Yeah, we're. My sister turned off as well. Oh, you fucking horrible Wi-Fi piece of shit. Yep. Well, we're dead.
I can't leave Friar alone.
And what happens now? Yeah, you failed. Thank you.
We fought till the end.
Shut up, Dex. I don't need you meowing in my ear. Where's that checkpoint at? I think I'm done for the night. I think I've used up all my energy. Just like my sister has like kept her energy filled up too long. Yeah, that's gonna be it. I got nothing left in the tank. Chat, how'd you like that tonight, huh? Was that good? Just send you to a checkpoint? Yeah. It would have been far too shitty if it sends you back to the beginning of the chapter. You had fun? Yeah, it feels like people were chatting a lot tonight. Glad I could keep it up for you. Emptied his tank, and his sister got turned off exactly. The raging was fun. There was a lot of that tonight. Haven't done a good rage night in a while, have I? So, I'm planning to stream again tomorrow. Hopefully you guys will be able to stop by and you'll say hello. I'm not sure if I'll be playing this or something else though. I have no plans for what it'll be. Though, I also have a lot of script. Basically my script is finalized and tomorrow I start recording lines. So I should be able to get that done and do a stream, but that comes first. Hopefully my voice won't be too cracked. Who knows? It was a good stream, but god, this game, yeah, it's really getting rough now, ain't it? Really getting rough. So if I play this again tomorrow, it might be another Rage Pig Fest. I'll be like, sweet, in a very angry voice. There's no Darter Rage emote. Well, I was talking about having a Yasm emote, which would be my Darter Rage emote. I think I might be the first person to have a Yasm emote. That might be a good thing. But, chat, I thank you all for being here tonight and witnessing me spiral into insanity. Or at least, like, anger management issues. But you've all been wonderful. Thank you for sharing your time with me. I appreciate it a lot. Also, thank you for any subs, bits, or gift subs tonight. Very much appreciated. Also, thank you to the mods. And thank you to Dex here for rubbing against my foot. That helps out a lot more than you would think, actually. So, yeah, if you're new here, hit the follow button. If you want to join my Discord, you can type in the Discord code down below, or you can scroll down, you'll find a banner for it. Either's fine. So, I'm going to take off. It's been a good, I guess you can call it a good night. An entertaining night. Hopefully you all sleep well, and I'll see you next time. Peace, everybody.